This is Lorraine with Chat and Craft with Lorraine. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming on today to show you the card that we made at our Zoom class on Tuesday night. I'm going to make it in a Christmas style today. I'm just trying to find my video over here and see how I'm doing in the frame. Let's see. I think I need to adjust a little bit. Come on up a little higher. Let's see. That's my blog address, chatandcraftwithlorraine.com. And this is the Christmas paper we're going to use today. It's from a pack called Tidings of Christmas, and it's really pretty colors. It's the Evening Evergreen, the Soft Succulent Sahara Sand, Cherry Cobbler, very pretty patterns. The back side does not have to be Christmas necessarily. So we're going to use that, and we're going to use the Tidings and Trimmings stamp set. And I think I used one little die from there. So I'll show you what we're going to make. It makes 4 cards from one 6x6 sheet of Designer Series paper. I only have 3 here because I sent one out already. I forgot I was going to show these. So this is the design that it makes. You can see here, this paper probably should go up and down, but some of them it goes the other way. So it's easiest if you use a paper that does not have a set orientation. So this paper can really go anyway. So you need to make 4 cards. You need one 6x6 sheet of paper. You need cardstock that is 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. A square, and I'll put this all up in the description of the video afterwards. Then you need 4 mats that are 4 by 5 1/4 for the front, and then if you have a dark card base, you might want them for the inside also. I have run one through the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder, and one I stamped on to try something a little bit different, and 2 I left plain. And then you need 4 card bases, and you can do them all in one color or in different coordinating colors. So at our Tuesday night class, we named this the Geometry Puzzler because we want our cards to come out and to fit into the upper corner. But when we made them the other night, let's see if I saved any, the paper was cut in such a way that it would only fit in the bottom corner and it wouldn't fit in the top corner. And we couldn't quite figure out why that happened. We think we have it figured out now, we being me and several of the other people that came to the class. We laughed and had a good sense of humor, but hopefully today we'll get it right. I just cut some a couple of minutes ago. Let's see if I can find them right here to show you. I just cut some with some butterfly paper, and these came out the correct way. So I'm hoping I can do it again. All right, so there's a couple of things that you have to remember. You need a pencil, and you're going to start with your paper on the reverse side, not the side that you want to show. And we're going to mark it at 1.5 inches on all 4 sides. And we're going to mark it with the channel at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to put a pencil mark. I'm actually going to use, my white chalk marker on the back because I think that will show up better for you to see. the pencil is hard to see. So there's 1.5, and I'm going to go counterclockwise. That is also important. You're on the back side of the paper, and you're counterclockwise, and you're marking at 1.5 on all 4 sides. Okay. And now I'm going to cut from the top right to the bottom left on this. So I'm going to put those 2 marks in my cutting channel. And then I'm going to put my scoring blade down and cut. And I'm going to start in the middle so that I don't mash the edges. And believe it or not, these 2 are now the same size. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so now we're going to take this longer side, the side that we just cut, and put it at the top of our trimmer. And you can see the white dot. I'm going to place that white dot in the cutting channel. That's the only white dot that's left on this piece. So the cut edge is at the top of the trimmer. The white dot is in the cutting channel. And I'm going to cut that. And I have 2 pieces. And let's see, before I go any further, I'm flipping them over. Remember, they're on the wrong side. So when I flip them over, they will be in the correct orientation. Woohoo! So we have 1 more to cut. I'm putting the long cut edge at the top of the trimmer, and then I'm putting the white dot in my track, and I'm cutting. I'm going to turn them over, and believe it or not, you get 4 pieces that are the same size. There's no way I could put those back together and make a 6x6 square out of them. I think it's just magic. All right, so you're going to get to see that again, because now we're going to do our piece of cardstock that is 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. So instead of 1.5, we're going to do 1 5/8. So on the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, that's 2 little lines after the 1.5, 1 5/8. And again, I'm going to mark it at the bottom. And again, I'm going to go counterclockwise, 1 5/8. 1 5/8. And 1 5/8. That's all 4 again. And again, I'm going to cut from top right to bottom left, putting those white marks in the channel, starting in the middle, and cut. Now I take the cut edge, put it at the top of my trimmer, put the white mark in the channel again, and cut. And we're on the wrong side, so when I flip those over, they are going to match up with the other ones that I cut. All right, we're done with our trimmer. And now we're going to mat the pieces of patterned paper onto that cardstock piece. So I like my liquid glue because it gives me a little wiggle room to line things up. My white marks are on the back side of my paper so that I don't have to worry about those showing. And I'm going to slide that into place. There we go. So I'm going to do that with all 4 pieces. I really love this paper with the evening evergreen color and the soft succulent. They are definitely some of my favorites. Okay. Whoops, I didn't get that one lined up quite right. See if I can get that off. Okay. Let me try that again. There we go. And one more. I won't make you watch me put all 4 of these cards together, but we will put a couple together. This paper in this stamp set, the tidings and trimmings, are from the new annual catalog. Okay, so I thought that having it just be on the Very Vanilla, even with a sentiment, I wasn't sure where I was going to put the sentiment, and that little die cut bow, the stamp and the bow, are in this set. May your days be merry and bright is one of the sentiments in here. I thought it looked a little bit plain, just on the Very Vanilla like that. So I put 4 or 5 of the little stamps from this set, 2 different leaves, 2 stars, or I guess 3 leaves, all on one block, and I used crumb cake and I stamped around the mat. It says that it's Sahara sand in here, but I didn't like the Sahara sand color with it as much as the crumb cake. But now I don't know if that's a little bit too much in the background. I think I'm going to go with it just because I did it, but I'm not sure. So that one is stamped. And if you liked it stamped, I would suggest you stamp your whole piece of paper before you cut it into the 4 mat sizes. That would be a little bit easier and a little more time efficient, especially if you're doing a lot of these for Christmas. And then this would go on here like that. We'll glue that on. Oh, I am now seeing comments. They took a while. Hello, Jackie. Hi, Debbie. I'm glad it doesn't look like too much. Okay, and I think I will pop this up on some dimensionals. I have glue on my fingers, so the release paper is sticking to my fingers. Okay. And I think I'll just put it over the edge a little bit. And I'm going to put this little paper bow. I love this little bow. I'm going to put that right hanging off. Merry and bright. So there's one of the cards. Like I said, I put this one through an embossing folder, so I don't know if you can see it, but it does have a little bit of texture, and for me that helps me not feel like it is so stark or just so much white space. I try to be a lover of clean and simple and white space, but sometimes I can't do it. So this one would go like that. I like the textured. I'm going to do one plain also, just so we can get a feel for all of them. And I'll have 4 Christmas cards made already. I have not started my Christmas cards yet. Okay, and I think I'll put that in roughly the same spot. I did not make another bow yet. Oops, put that over here. I do have a star. It's Cherry Cobbler is the red in here. Whoa, did you see that? I almost put that on upside down. I think I'm just going to put the sentiment on for now, and maybe I'll add that star later, but I don't want to make you watch me just play with that. Oh, I did bring some of the new in color jewels over, and these have the evening evergreen and the soft succulent. I'm losing some putty here. So I think I'll put a couple of dark ones. These are evening evergreen on that for a little bling. I like that. And over here, maybe I'll do the soft succulent. They're a little bit lighter. I'll put one or two. These are the larger size, just because I don't have any smaller ones on this. And I think I'm going to do it the same way. I'll put those there. Now let's put one together where I didn't do anything to this white piece of paper, but I think we will stamp the sentiment directly on it. So this is the Merry and Bright one. Yeah, I think I will stamp that directly in the lower corner. As you noticed, I'm not going to adhere this piece just yet in case I make a mistake or drop the ink or the ink pad right on my card. All right, I'm going to pull this down just for a second so I can line it up without getting my head into the camera. You might not be able to see for a second. Okay, there we go. Merry and bright. May your days be merry and bright. I like that. And now I'll put this one on. And, oops, oh, I want to move that over just a little bit. Oh, too late. Too late. Oh well. Wanted to make that a little bit closer to the edge, but I'm going to have to live with it. There we go. And we can put some bling on this one. I like the smaller size better. I'm going to do something different on this one. Just challenge myself to do something, oops, a little bit different. And put the 3 right there. So now on the 4th one, let's stamp another background, but I'm going to move these stamps even a little bit closer together. I think maybe they are spread apart too much. And I don't know, should I do them in, I'm going to do them in crumb cake again. The red star in the upper right, Debbie thinks. I could do that. I could put it, yeah, I'm just not sure. All right, so let's, I think I'm going to stamp off so that the crumb cake is even lighter. And make sure you go off the edge of your paper and turn your stamps as you go so that you get a random look to how this all goes together. A random but controlled look, apparently. And one more, I think. And let's see if that takes care of it. Yeah, so that's a little bit softer, a little subtler than this one. And I think, I don't know, what do you think? Can I stamp right over that with the evening evergreen? I'm going to try it. I can always flip it over and use the other side. Let me get this straight. I'm using my grid lines to try to line this up straight. I'm just going for it. There we go. I like that stamped right on there. Okay, so let's glue this one down. And put this in the corner. And then, do I have any cherry cobbler? I don't. I have evening evergreen ribbon. No. I want to do something a little bit different to this card. I have some soft succulent. I always say I'm not going to tie bows on camera, but here I go again. I think I'm going to tie a bow. All right. Hopefully this will be enough ribbon. Some people tie their bows with the ribbon still attached. I don't seem to have very good luck with that. Okay, I want this one to be a little bit longer. There we go. And I'm going to try to get that right on I'm sorry if this is painful to watch. I will try to go as quickly as I can. Do you know the glue dot trick? I'm going to see if I can make that work. I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm going to put it under where I want that little knot to be. And that's going to kind of be like a finger, somebody's finger holding that for me. And maybe that will be just what I need to make this work. I think that helped a little bit. The old glue dot trick. Okay. Oh, I think I like that. I'll just trim those ends a little bit. Oh, this is the old bangs, get shorter and shorter and shorter because I keep cutting. Just going to cut one more. Okay. There we go. And then I will put it on the front. And I'd like you to tell me which one you like the best. The dark stamped background, the textured background, the light stamped background with a bow, or the plain background with a star on it at some point, but I'm just not sure where I'm going to put that star. Maybe right there. I don't know. Let's see if I can get all 4 of these in here. We'll leave the star off of that one for now. So tell me which one you like best. So there's our geometry puzzler, because sometimes it doesn't come out the way you think it's going to come out. But I think if you make your marks on your paper upside down, the wrong side of your paper, and turn counterclockwise each time, it should come out okay. And then you get 4 cards from one piece of 6x6 paper. And you can make them different if you want, or you can make them all the same. I hope you enjoyed seeing how to do this. I hope it will motivate you to make some cards, inspire you to start your Christmas cards. And if you would be so kind as to like this video and share it, I'd appreciate that very much. And I'd love to help you make cards at home. If you would like to do that, just give me a message, send me a message. Have a great Saturday afternoon. Thanks. Bye-bye.